Okay guys, as you can see, I'm still in the same clothing as I was in the last video. That's because I'm doing 2 videos in one day, knocking 2 things out. Decided to make the spindles a separate video because it would have just been too much stuff in one video by doing the rear end and putting the spindles in. But here we go, we're going to start on the spindles, and I'm putting in the Ackerman angle into them.
Okay, I got this taken apart now. So I'm going to put, well, since this is already at an angle, I guess it's not really that big of a deal. How should I do this? Maybe normally I would do this, but to put my tape measure underneath there to try to bring it up here would be a little difficult, so I'm going to do it down here. Make a circle, and then I'm lining the paper up with the inside of the steel here, just eyeballing it. Find the center of the circle. Crossed. There we go. And then now do a right angle. Here. Okay. Line it up. So I've got my magnet holding the tape measure on the center of the axle. And then I'm going to slide my tape measure, line it up at the very center of the circle. Take my protractor. Yep. Line it up with a 90-degree point. Bend her in, and we're looking at a 16-degree offset. So that right there is going to be my Ackerman angle, 16 degrees. But I'm not going to make it that precise. I'm just going to make it 15. That'll be good enough. Now it's time to make it. Okay guys, so what I have here, this is going to be the plate that I'm going to weld for my spindle connection. What I have is a piece of 2-inch flat stock that is 3/16 thick. I've measured it out where I've come in ½ inch, in a ½ inch. Right there where that point is at, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but wherever that point is at, a little divot, a little dent there, with a punch. That is where I'm going to drill my 5/8 drill bit right there. So I then drew out a straight line from here to here is my right angle, right where that point is at. I'm then going to measure in a ½ inch put a mark because I want my spindle connector to be there. Or not my spindle connector, but my tie rod connector to be there. Now, right where my spindle is at, I'm going to put my 15-degree like that. So this point right here is where my tie rod is going to go connected to. And this part right here is where my spindle, my kingpin, is going to go through. So I'll have to cut out all this material.
Well, got these all done. Well, not completely done, but I put the 15-degree angle in there. I've got the 5/8 hole, and that's right, this thing is 5/8. It's not 3/4 of the outside diameter, which means that this will be welded onto the end of the spindle part, which means that the spring will be compressed by 3/16, which means that this thing is going to be a little difficult for me to put this on. That's right, I'm sure I'll be able to do it. But, which is going to make the springs compress 3/16 of an inch, and yeah, so they're going to be a little bit more tight than what they are, which is alright anyways, because they're kind of loose in there anyway. So now all I got to do is cut out this part here, and then kind of assemble it a little bit, and then tack weld. So here we go. Okay, got them cut, and I just assembled this one right here, and it was kind of tough getting it in there, but it's a nice tight snug fit now. The bar goes on top of the spindle part right here, and then I weld it around there, and it's kind of difficult trying to figure out how to put this thing together, so luckily I was figuring it out. So she's nice and snug. Whoa. Whoa, that's pretty close. Where's my... Whoa, misses in microns. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, but what? Bar. The bar should hit this bracket before tire does. Damn. Why is that wrong? What? This was cut an inch. Why is the tire hit? Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I just went and checked the plans, and the reason that the tire is hitting before the spindle arm hits the bracket, because in my plans my tires are more rounded and they don't have this lip on there. So in the plans the tire actually stops right about there. You know, it's about 3/8 of an inch or so away from the bar. So the tires that I created in my plans should have been more square instead of rounded. So I'm going to have to change this
change the thickness of this. Instead of being an inch, I'm going to make this well, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to make it 1.5 inches. I'm going to make the width of this 1.5 inches. Dang it. And also, since I have my caster in at 10 degrees, because this is so close, I think what I'm going to do is I'll measure up a certain distance and then cut into the material and bend it up 10 degrees. So that should make this part here level, because that's just way too close to that bar. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to do the other side. All right. There. It's gonna get a tight fit. Get some squirt of grease in there, shouldn't be so bad. Oil all this up. What? Okay. All right. Well, taking our time.
Alright, well, so it looks like we're pretty much done on those, and I think next what I might be doing, not really too sure yet, I think I might be putting in the floor plate. I don't know if I want to use, well, I'm going to have to use this piece of steel. This is all I've got, so yeah, that might be the next thing I'm going to be doing here. Okay, well, thanks to all of my new subscribers. Thanks for subscribing, and I hope you guys are enjoying this and getting some type of information out of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna jump on out of here. I think that's what I'm gonna start on next, is the rear end, or is the floor pan, the bottom plate, or something like that. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna be doing next, is the floor. All right, guys. So, rate, comment, take it easy, guys.